and gentlemen, the end draws closer, closer and closer. End in which it was manufactured by the evils of greed in our world. But what will happen is mass migrations from one country to another, more prosperous. This has already happened in the southern United States, Mexico. People are fleeing their country because they have nothing and are exploited. And they're moving to a country that is just as greedy and selfish, if not more, than the other is. The West is an evil place full of people who lie and deceit each other to get ahead. But that's not what I want to talk about. I've covered this extensively in my videos. What I would like to talk about today is that people seem to have this general misconception that we are somehow special. That humanity is somehow this special network, loving and caring people. But I can tell you what I've learned from my life. That people are not who they seem to be. They pretend to be something they're not. Human beings disguise things. They mask things. Things about themselves to make themselves look better. To make themselves look like they are more valuable than you. And that's what they do, is they put on this persona that they somehow are better than you. These people have in them a true nature of evil. They are truly greedy and they are lost to money. Money controls their mind, makes them think that the possessions that they have are more important than the living creatures around them. These people with their vehicles and their money and their houses, their stink, their sweat, their ugliness, eating ravenously at disgustingly made fast food, porking it away into their bellies and shitting out the excrement for someone else to clean up. This is the nature of humanity. We are just animals, creatures that were intelligent enough to make their own shirts. Nothing more, nothing less. Religion? Do you really fucking believe in religion? Do you really fucking believe someone's gonna come fucking save you? You think you're special just because you're some privileged person? And if you are fucking poor and homeless, nobody and nothing in this world, did God put you there for a reason? Kids get cancer and die. Is that God's plan? How's that fair? What God would make a world like that? What God would allow that to happen to you? Walk in, your wife is fucking some other guy on your bachelorette party. It happens every day. Those things I mentioned. People are so foolish. They're the most foolish creatures there are. They're driven by one thing, their own selfish desires. But it's not their fault. We are self-preservating organism. We want to keep ourselves alive most of the time. And the people who don't kill themselves because they realize that they don't have anything left to live. Well, I say that's bullshit. There's no point in ending it early. And if you're having help, please seek the appropriate resources, because there are people out to help you. But in general, what's the fucking point? Might as well just stay alive and see how this ride ends. That's my motto. Now, if you see a friend struggling, reach out and help them. But humans are such selfish and evil creatures, they rarely help each other. Rarely. It's a fucking lie for anybody to say otherwise. These creatures, humans, they just, all they want is their own power and prestige. They don't care about anyone else but themselves. And the sooner you realize that, the happier you'll be. No human gives a shit about you except yourself. Humans are selfish creatures. So never expect one will help you. And never expect one you think loves you will love you forever. Because there's no such thing as that. That's why most marriages end in fucking divorce. And kids end up with fucking broken homes. Well, at least here in the West. In other countries and civilizations, they have better family units. US, everybody, and Canada, everybody's fucking corrupt and they only give a shit about themselves and their money. They don't really care about anybody else. They'll split a family up and go their own way just so they can fuck some mistress. Happens every day. Greed. Humans are. They're greedy species of creatures. And that's what they do. And that's, I guess, the point I'm trying to get at is that you can't fault people for being greedy, selfish animals because that's what they are. It's like calling a caterpillar, bad at walking because it has no legs. You can't fault a human being for being greedy and selfish. That's just the way they were designed. And that's the way they'll always be.